All right, buddy. So I just want to say, first of all, I appreciate your time. You've been super cool. You know, every time I've seen you out here, you've been super humble, just minding your own business and doing your thing. And yeah, so I genuinely appreciate you sitting down and talking with me.
Right.
Because I try to explain this isn't about me. It's not about my brand, Broken People. It's about trying to keep a needle out of some kid's arm, or
Right.
keep some girl from being homeless, and 10 years from now she's regretting selling her body
Right.
for dope.
Right.
And that's the reality we live in for a lot of people.
Right.
A reality that I went through, and I
For sure.
appreciate you, man.
For sure.
I guess we'll start off with what's your name, man? Tell me your name. Tell me where you're from.
My name's Christopher Roca, R-O-C-A.
Okay.
Everyone calls me C.
See.
Yeah. And I'm originally from Santa Monica, California. I was born there, and by the age of 2, my parents moved out to the valley. They had like a small business when I was a kid. I'll get into that. Up until I was 15, then they closed up shop.
Okay,
But,
so you had both. Tell me about your childhood.
Yeah.
Was it a good?
So yeah, both parents. Yeah, my father, he came to this country when I was 8 or 9 years old from Colombia, South America.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and came up through the Panama Canal with his father and his mother and his sister.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my grandfather learned refrigeration there, and then he taught my father, and then my father opened a business out of high school with my mother.
So you spent most of your life in California.
Pretty much, yeah, doing that, working, being an artist.
Yeah, that's cool. So you went. What year of school did you finish?
Let's see, I would have finished 95, dropped out once I was like 15 or 16. Parents closed up business. I couldn't keep it going, and so we started losing things and selling things. And went to school till 95, dropped out. I'm sorry, 93 and dropped out. Would have graduated in 95.
Okay, so you went to like sophomore year, 10th grade.
First 2 weeks, 11th grade.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about life after school. Where did you? What road did you go down?
Yeah,
After?
like I said, parents couldn't, or I couldn't keep up the business. It was refrigeration. They had it for like 26 years. Mad clients, celebrities, musicians, actors, actresses, all types of business, sports. I couldn't capitalize off none of that shit either. You know what I'm saying? It's like this celebrities code thing going on. I don't know what the fuck. But so we ended up out of that, like going and staying with my grandmother. She still had her house, and then we got kicked out of there. Ended up down in like Koreatown, around that area, for a good couple months. Their excuse, they couldn't make it up anymore, but they knew we were getting some money. The house that we had some clients. The business we had some clients that lived in Malibu. So I got some money from them because he was a curator, had some of my art burn up and shit. And with that money, I put a roof over their heads after the apartment down in Pico Union. And that's pretty much.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I have one sister.
One sister?
Yeah, one sister. She's 2 years and a half.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 years and a half behind. Yeah.
So tell me about the move out to Las Vegas. How long have you been out in Vegas?
I helped my mom move out here in 2005. She was restarting her life, second marriage. And then I went back to LA. Still trying to just be around my kids. And
so you have
I
kids,
came
you have
out.
kids?
Yeah, I have kids. They're grown now. I got a grandson, actually. He's turning a year next month.
Okay.
Yeah, I still got to meet that booger. But, yeah, I said booger.
So you went back to California?
Went back to Cali, yeah. Still did the thing. Stayed with the kids, got custody of them. Moved out to Bakersfield. Lost custody in 2013. Moved out here end of 2013, Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you been in any trouble with the law? Have you done any time?
I mean, before here in LA, yeah, since I was 16, it was just like graffiti related, 16, 17, graffiti related.
You don't have to get into details.
Yeah, and then later on, I caught it domestic with my baby mama. I still feel that either one of us could have gone. They even asked us, but
yeah.
My daughter was just born. I was like, fuck it, take me in. I was drunk too, so fuck it, take me in.
Yeah, man. I see a lot of your tattoos are kind of. It looks like you might have blacked some
a lot
out.
of cover up, yeah.
Were you affiliated at any point? And you don't have to say any names.
Yeah, when I ended up down in LA, I mean, we were doing whatever we could, smuggling and shit, and I was dealing a little bit here and there, and so I needed some, a little bit of protection for my drugs and shit, make sure no one else was gonna try and fuck up our shit. So
Trying to survive.
Yeah, it was the thing. So we did a little something like that, and yeah, there's a few different cliques around and shit that I became a part of.
So you moved to Vegas with your mom in 2005 and helped her.
I moved her out here, yeah, and I moved back.
And then you moved back to there.
Right.
And how long have you been back in Vegas now?
Since 2013, late.
Since 2013?
Yeah, late. And then I've been in and out of county.
All right, in and out of county.
Yeah.
What would you say the life has been like since you moved to Vegas?
It was good. It was good. It was all right, you know, at first because I was just like back with moms after a long time. I haven't lived with her in a long time, you know, and I haven't been around her in a while, and especially since my pops died and shit. And she remarried and she moved out here. Actually, was living with her ex-husband now. You know, she's a widow twice now. He just died in 15 or 16. But I came out here in 2013, like I said, right before he passed, just because I had ended every resource since I was a kid out there in LA, so I had no other choice. And
yeah, I get it.
Since I came out here, she was drinking. She stopped drinking when I was like 7 years old. Actually, she was a really bad alcoholic before that, and then she relapsed when she got with this guy.
Were there drugs in the home when you were
no,
a kid?
as a kid, yeah. As a kid, I mean, you know, the average. They worked a lot though. They had their own business, so it wasn't that much. But every so often, you know, every couple of weekends, there'd be a party or something. You know, shit was floating around. Yeah, for sure.
So you move out here, you're doing your thing. What? I mean, I know that it's Vegas. Obviously, it's intriguing to people. I moved here.
Yeah.
And we're gonna, you know, we're gonna be heading out.
Like I said,
but like, what was besides your mother? What drew you to Las Vegas?
Well, I mean, honestly, I've been coming up to Nevada since I was a kid. We used to go up to Lake Mead, which is in Boulder City up the way, and my grandfather actually lived there and shit at the marina and shit since like the late 50s or early 60s, somewhere around there. After they separated, my grandmother, and so all this other crap drew me back out here. You know what I'm saying?
So you've been here a while.
I've been here for a while. I had back surgery, so that took up some time too. Like I said, I was, you know, good. I was still trying to keep re-injuring myself. So,
is that where some of the heavier drug addiction maybe came in from the injury? Because I know a lot of people get hurt, like myself. They're given certain pills from the doctors, and it just, you know.
Honestly, it started really affecting me when I was like 17. I heard it in a grocery market after I was smuggling and doing all that. I was letting things go. I had to have a steady job, so like I went to this grocery market, and I hurt my back the first time there, straining lumbar. I was 17, and then ever since then it's been constant pain.
Damn, you've been dealing. And how old are you now?
45 next April.
So you've been dealing with that for most
so I had
of your life.
Had that first surgery. Honestly, feel a lot better, but those other two that they were supposed to do, I feel them now, every day. So it's like I find whatever I can to scratch that, you know.
Yeah, I wanted to dive into that. So I've seen you obviously out doing your thing. If you could, and I know by watching a video on social media, nobody's really gonna ever know. But like, how would you explain your day-to-day life for someone on the streets? I know it varies.
It's not what I want. You know, I want a little more activity. Like I need to work. You know? There's ways to work out here. There's ways not to. But and then there's just like you just don't do shit like I've been doing.
Yeah. Do you think it's
well, because I got that plasma and I got, you know, a couple other things. But anytime I've asked for some work before, it was just the wrong person to ask. I guess out here so far, you know. Yeah. And like I said, I just had my custody of my kids for like the last 5 years up until 13. And so all I knew was the kids work, and all I did was tattoo. So kids, tattoo, kids, you know what I'm saying?
So you've been doing tattoos for...
Oh man, since I was, on other people, 16 and a half.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I see you're still drawing right now.
Oh man, always. Yeah, I worked into shops. Actually, I worked across the street until they remodeled. Got some new owners or something like that. But yeah, I used to work there a couple weeks, right when I first moved out here, like 2015. Yeah, a couple years after.
Do you have a portfolio in your bag?
I have an old school one. I don't have it in my bag any longer. I keep it at the house.
Well, offline, we'll talk about that. Maybe I can post some of your work. And,
for sure.
You know, we can see if it can go viral. Maybe some people could see it. Maybe you end up in a shop soon. You know.
Yeah. I could give
crazier things have happened. You know.
Right. I could give you an old Instagram, but I don't remember the password to it. But
yeah. So how long have you been on the streets?
Homeless a year and a half. I caught a case. That's what I was leading to with my mom drinking. I caught a case of her because I relapsed to drinks. Couldn't afford the weed anymore, you know what I'm saying? So I'll cheap beer, and then we keep going. So my ass, for the first time we haven't fought since I was like 7 years old. And that's what caught me out here, was a domestic with her. And I figured like I kind of just wanted her to enjoy, you know, she lived with my father and his family since she was 15. She's never really been alone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's got like a new boyfriend. You know, she's never really done any of that outside of my father and this last guy she was married to for 10 years, you know, since my father. So it kind of dawned on me to let her do her thing, and if she's gonna die here, she's gonna die here. If not, then.
I mean, that's what we do. We
You know?
protect, right? Especially our
So whatever she wants.
females in our family.
Yeah.
So what?
And then to me coming out here about a year and a half now.
Yeah. So is what do you think plays the main factor of you still being on the street? I know we're gonna get you over to the Social Security office.
Right.
and
That's
do some
one of
stuff
them.
Offline, but
Yeah.
is it things? What do you deal with? Like, is it mostly addiction? Are you in active addiction? What's
No.
your drug of choice?
I actually smoked weed for 10 years and stayed off alcohol. Alcohol is my poison. Always has been since I was a kid, like my mom.
Okay.
Yeah. But I smoked weed for 10 years. The last 10 years that I had custody of the kids and shit, because I didn't want to be fucking. I drank. Sometimes I'm out of control. You know what I'm saying? And so I didn't want all that for the later years. Smoked weed, stayed off the alcohol for like 6, and came out here. This case, the other case, they got me off weed.
Yeah.
They said no weed. And in this last case, they weren't testing that much, but I said fuck it, I'm not gonna test it because they fucking failed me in the last one, and I did 2 extra weeks for no fucking reason in county again.
Yeah.
For a piss test, you know what I'm saying? So this time, I just said quit it, and I'm gonna relapse to my crystal and coke. I mean, I grew up cocaine, you know.
Yeah.
So.
You know, I heard a saying. It says, something doesn't happen every time I drink,
Right.
but every time something happens, I was drinking. And
It's a good one.
It makes a lot of sense.
For sure.
So, tell me some things you're proud of in your life.
Proud of.
Like some things you've accomplished that you're proud of.
No one thought I would ever have a family, so I did that. I had 2 kids, and I got a grandson.
Okay. You have a grandson, you said?
Yeah, he's gonna be at 1 year next month.
Okay. When's the last time you spoke to your family?
Well, I mean, I speak to moms regularly. I try to call my kids regularly, but you know.
I do know. 4 years away from my kids, and
It's
I talk to them,
yeah.
at least 3-4 times a week. But it's been a battle.
Yeah. Sometimes,
So
yeah.
I get it, man.
I can understand. Sometimes I was, maybe I would have called maybe once every day or whatever. But that's only when I was really stressed and trying to stay away from shit. You know what I'm saying? It would keep me away, But whatever. It's all good. At least I get to talk to him, or at least I think it's him.
yeah. Put the smile on your face.
Yeah.
I know that's.
So,
at least for me, it's a big part of my pain.
Yeah.
It was why I ended up down that dark.
Right.
That road chasing that dragon and getting
Right.
high is because I was trying to numb all that pain.
Yeah, for sure.
So, do you have any
On the next, yeah, what am I proud of?
I talk to a lot of people, and a lot of them don't seem like they are there all the way.
Right,
I
right,
get some
right.
interviews I don't even post, and
Yeah.
you're definitely smart. You're intellectual. You're on it. What are your goals? Do you have like a process to get off the street? Like, what are you doing right now, or what do you plan on doing?
First, let me address this on that one. On other things that I'm proud of, just persevering with my, illustration, my drawing, shit like that, my tattooing.
Okay.
That's the only thing I'm pretty much proud of. That perseverance, and that's it. And then, so on the next goal thing, I'm like, honestly, I'm just trying to get back into a shop. I don't care if it's twice a week. You know what I'm saying? At least like a full day in. Once a week, twice a week. I don't care. I don't mind doing guest spots. I've done guest spots. I did a couple conventions, expos and shit. I'm pretty well-rounded, you know what I mean? I did a lot of out-of-home work, hotel, motel, that whole shit, shit, fucking on the street. I've tattooed a couple times, but nothing to really brag about. But that's pretty much my goal, is just to get back in the shop,
So art, it's your passion.
That's it, yeah. I still kind of in limbo if my mom's gonna keep the house or sell it and move back or move in with my sister. If she does, I'm going back to California. But as long as she stays out here, I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
I gotta be around her till she passes. You know what I'm saying? So she's 70 something, like about 70, 69 right now. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. My main thing is right now too is just to get to California maybe for a weekend so I can meet my grandson. I haven't seen my daughter since she graduated high school. That was only for a day and a half. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Since then it was since she was like 13 and a half. Yeah. So.
Do you have any regrets?
Not saving my one and only backup that I exhausted before coming here. Because at least then I would have something to fall back on, which I guess is my tattooing. But the way things are right now, like they don't want me all, I'm using right now, And if it is, it's gonna be late night. I'm talking like start at 10 p.m. and then go to like 4 in the morning, close the shop, and let them get some rest or whatever. Reopen like up about 10 or 12. You know what I'm saying? At least that's the way I'd have to run some of my shop sometimes when I'm using, at least.
Yeah.
When's
the last time you had some clean time?
Well, in county. So whenever last time I got out of county, I had like a month and a half, 2 months.
Yeah.
Because, man, they made me work all 3 towers and shit. Like I'm a southern South Sider and shit. You know what I mean? Always Southern California, Southern Nevada. But when they first took me in, Metro dumped me in the North Tower and shit. I guess they thought I was gonna get my ass kicked or something. But you know, I just like a medium welcoming. You know, some of them knew who I was because of my tattoo flash, my patterns and shit. I guess it always goes to the opposite, or some fall into the opposite. It depends who's selling it, you know. And it was kind of cool to hear some things, you know. Some of them liked it, some of them made fun of it, some of them didn't like it, some of them don't like it. Some, you know, all around. It's all good. You know, so they sat me down there for 3 months that I did over there, and I was like, sometimes, you know, eye to eye with some fucking other strikers and shit like that. But like I said, I haven't been in this since I was like, I think I left all that shit when I was like 19. You know, once I started having kids, I was like just about 19 and shit the first time, and then she miscarried. So then we had her daughter and my son, and then the fourth kid, we just decided to give it up for adoption and shit. Or not for adoption, abortion, excuse me. Yeah. But, yeah, that's it.
Sounds like you've been through a lot.
No, you know, basics, I guess.
I think we get numb to it, and then we numb ourselves even more, right?
Yeah, I mean, I've heard a lot of similar stories, so it kind of put me in perspective. Like, I'm not the only one or put that into perspective, is that I'm not the only one, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think is the main reason that a lot of people stay on the streets? Is it drugs, mental health, lack of resources?
I can't really say. I'd be kind of snitching on someone if I did. No.
Yeah, well, I know, you know, you've seen me a bunch. Yeah. A lot of the guys I know around here are definitely, you know, still chasing that monkey on their back. And
yeah.
I don't know if that, but I refuse to believe that drugs is the only issue. You know, I have family. You know, you're staying here because of your mother. A lot of these guys. Yeah. And girls, they don't have shit, you know, so like
honestly, I mean, at this point in life, I mean, I had to think back, you know, my parents went through it for 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like, right before my father had passed, he was about my age, about 44, 45 at the same time. They just spent 10 years on the street, and my mom finally got tired of it, ended up in county again for, you know, either possession or prostitution, I can't remember. And she said that's the last time, you know, fucking 10 years. So me, I'm like, man, if I'm up to my 10th year, like this is only first year, if I'm back still out here in 10 years, I'm checking out, dog. Like, I gotta go back to fucking something to give me some shelter, you know what I'm saying, apartment, something, you know? I can't just fucking stay like this more than that, you know? Fuck that.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I'm gonna ask you one more thing that I think is real important for some of the listeners that are kind of going through some shit. They're just not where they could be. Yeah. If you could give some advice to people that listen to this on, like, you know, just life and what not to do. Yeah. What would you say to your younger self or some of these young kids out there?
It's rather difficult actually for me because in some part I kind of feel like it's my turn for this. You know what I'm saying? Because I spent all those years, since teenage years, even younger than I worked with my parents. You know, so like all the teenage years, it felt like I was just kind of, or to others, I was just kind of messing around. I was painting, you know, doing shit, gaming, you know, selling what I smuggled or you know, checking on foods that are supposed to selling it for me, shit like that, and drinking and fucking around, even fucking bitches, you know, just don't get caught in it, you know. You gotta realize, I guess, it ain't gonna be just your turn. See, for me, that was only a period about like 4 years, right? And I figure I got another 6 to go, which plus this one, I got like 5 more years out here, you know. That's just how I see it. I kind of see it like it's my turn. My pops didn't want to come out. Even I tried to get my pops to, you know, kind of, it's not it, you know, it's not time. But I don't see myself working a regular job ever again, you know. I'll go nuts. I did that for like 10 years. I should have some Social Security for that, you know. But that's not till 65.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to try and get this disability, and that's it. And good advice, just try and keep your options open. Keep your mind on money, because your money's going to go to the drugs, and that's all that matters.
All right. Well, hey, I appreciate your time.